I'm alert. I'm Jack of all trades, and I'm just talking about the builds that they have and the weapons that I'm using. Most of these builds, I like to play off meta instead of like I like maybe having Crook instead, using a DMR, bringing sentry guns. But I do use Anarchist and Stoic and stuff. It's credited in soft meta too. Just because it's off meta doesn't mean that it's not gonna be a good weapon. Just because it's off meta doesn't mean that it can't do well in death sentence one down. Even if it's off meta, doesn't mean that you can't make it that good. Today I was just looking around this build for Anarchist. And it was supposed to be for Anarchist. And what I noticed is that it had ammo bags. It had optical illusions A's. It didn't have anything in Mastermind. It didn't have Inspire at all. So what I was doing, I was removing the ammo because I didn't think that the Goliath, I didn't think that the Goliath would need the I'm going. Back in 60 seconds.
No, I do this. Come on. See? It works. See, sometimes it just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Thank you. I don't like the I don't like how the camera is. This is better than a hit. Bruh, stop making me move. It's making me move in this general direction for some reason. Like in Roblox. No. Yeet. Dude, where are you? Bro, you just had to activate the bubbles. Okay. Okay, come back and I'll actually aim.
You speak Thomas?
Yeah. Well, I didn't put the
Okay, so
floor.
I figured out you
What?
use R to do
I
it.
forgot to put the floor. I forgot to put the floor.
We look at the tower.
What you mean?
The bowl. I forgot to
We
put it
look
on
at the
floor.
tower. Okay, stand in front of me.
Right.
What are you saying? The door's open, Mr. Winning or Thomas?
No.
Did Thomas eat his food?
Make
I
it?
don't know. I think he did.
SMH.
Oh.
like going in circles. Hey, here's what I also figured out. Watch. No, it sounds like he's like angry because he can't do it properly.
Who's in the bathroom?
Fine, I'm gonna activate my cheat of where I can see my speed. Because for some reason, actually, sometimes it's helpful. Where is it? Speed display. Okay, so mine's at the top and yours at the bottom. Or you, it's the other way around. Let's get to the tower. Why won't my shift work? Oh, I know why. I know why my shift won't work. Because I was holding right shift.
Don't worry, I'm back. I just had to do a small errand. No, I was trying to figure out how I'm supposed to bring Expire. Now I have to figure out how to ace Inspire, because I only had 5 points. And I thought about optical illusions, but thought about removing it. So what I did is that I removed the silent killer suppressor. So okay, after removing optical illusions ace, I removed the silent killer suppressors on both of the guns. And with the katana and 2-piece suit, I had a 23 detection risk. So let me say, that works. I had an extra point, so I put it into stable shot. With an extra bit of stability.
I don't like this camera. Yeah, no, I'd rather not take it. I'd rather not, I'd rather...
Bloodthirst is okay. Excuse me. Bloodthirst is okay. And it does reduce the reload time by a good amount. So I would keep it. Frenzy makes sense to have Anarchist because of the fact that your health is already half because of the perk deck.
But I can't really even... Let's just carry this guy. Wow.
And since you're not going to be able to take any that much extra damage with health, you might as well get Berserk.
Now, I would use...
Berserker Frenzy. So you can increase your damage like 100%. Which would mean that that would basically double the amount of damage the Goliath and Judge do. This makes the Goliath do like about 120 damage and more, like 136 damage. And the judge doesn't really need to be explained. It does like 300 damage or 400. Sorry, I've been coughing lately. To be honest, I don't know who's actually gonna watch someone talk about builds and weapons with all this stuttering. But whoever does, thank you for watching. But I'm not done with the video. I might actually play it for a little bit. There is this ability. It says that healing received is reduced by 75%. So if you were to use a first aid kit, and you're at 5% health, it would just bring you back to your 30%. And to be honest, you're not really gonna get that chance anyways. The damage reduction is good for making sure that the small damage reduction, I don't know if it makes any breakpoints with 188 armor, but it does help just a little bit on armor gating. Frenzy and Berserker go together because since you only get 30% of your maximum health, Berserker is what activates. Berserker activates and makes it to where you can do more melee and saw damage. Acing it increases your damage with ranged weapons by 100%. The Saw ability, the Saw bonus for this and the Berserker isn't much whenever used in loud, but if you were to actually pair this up with a Yakuza, where's my Saw? If you were to pair this ability if you were to get Berserker, Ace, and Frenzy and bring that with Yakuza, you would automatically start off with the 25% speed boost and the extra damage. So you don't have to use any Molotovs or anything. Though if you don't want Frenzy, you can always just go for Berserker and use Molotov. But whenever you do this, make sure to just get Berserker basic, because you're aiming for the saw damage. Of course you go for the Bulletstorm, extra lead, portable saw, and fully loaded. Of course you go for that. And if you want to, you can get saw skills and jack of all trades. Of course, you're not gonna get ECMs because you're using a saw. So instead, you could just get secondary body bag cases.
I'll collect the stars.
You get the optical illusion, professional, high value target. I like to get high value target because though you can't really take advantage of the additional damage, the duration, because of the fact that the enemies get spotted for longer is really useful.
That DLJ hurt me. Now I don't feel like it's my DLJ.
So of course you gotta make sure you bring your shotgun abilities for your shotgun. Now I don't know what to do with these points. Stability, steady grip, and I don't know. Sportsmanship, yeah, okay. Now, and now, whenever you go into a bank heist or something, you use that Molotov. When you get down to that health, you'll get that extra saw damage. Saw damage. And the thing is, saw damage is actually, whenever used on items or doors or stuff, it's saw efficiency. So like like a fast engine and a sharp like a fast okay, like a fast an example is like the fast motor and the sharp blade, which increase the damage by +3. Using the durable blade and the fast motor will normally just get you the saw damage that you need to one tap deposit boxes. But if you want to go further, than that, and if we want to go further than that and use it to like open train cargo doors for the train, for transport train heist, you can use that berserker bonus in order to increase your saw damage. You know how sometimes there are stealth missions where you don't have any space to use your Yakuza Molotovs? Well, with the ability of Frenzy Basic, you can be able to use Yakuza in any stealth heist. Like Big Bank. Diamond Heist. We have to collect a bunch of diamonds while this guy is having a birthday party. You're already inside the building with guards and stuff. There's no way you could just place down a Molotov. This reduces your health to 30%. meaning that you get the effects of Yakuza. So it only works if you have the final upgrade for Yakuza Oni Irazume, in which all Berserker state effects in the perk deck start at 50% off instead of 25. The damage of the saw doesn't look like much, but really, that damage can be brought really high up. Like, it can be brought up to 68.25 damage with the Berserker ability. Though it's not practical, you can get Overkill to increase your saw damage by another 75%. After killing an enemy. Though, of course, civilians don't count, so don't try that. So if you go into a train heist, you can use the fast the sharp. I can't do this without going in. If you want to do like transport train heist, you can bring a sharp blade and a silent motor to get that 27 points to get that basic 27.3 damage.
How do you know if you're on your belly?
And then there's the Berserker ability, in which you get 250% melee and saw damage. So whenever you spawn in, you can use your Molotovs, and then you get the saw damage. It's just that you gotta make sure to conserve. You just gotta make sure to conserve your abilities. That's all that the soul that I just deleted there. Okay, there's 3 different kinds of saws. The fast engine and the durable blade, the fast motor and the durable blade.
I will make it.
Actually, no, there's 4. There's 4.
Besides, they never intended for you to do that skip.
The fast motor and the durable blade. The silent motor and the durable blade. The silent motor and the sharp blade.
Yes, no.
And the sharp blade, and the fast motor and sharp blade. Using both the fast motor and the sharp blade makes your saw very efficient, increasing it to 30.5 damage. But the saw will be pretty loud, and it'll also have, and its total ammo won't be as much as it was without the durable blade. Which is why it usually comes down to either a fast motor and a durable blade for small heists like bank heists. And then the silent motor and the sharp blade, which is used for stuff like transport train heists, where you gotta be quiet when sawing, or else somebody will hear it, will hear the saw. So if you're careful enough and you get your berserker up, and your Yakuza speed and stuff, you'll be able to go fast. You'll be able to go pretty fast, and you'll be able to do plenty of damage with the saw. Bloodthirst or pumping iron works. If you just want a little bit of melee damage increase, so you don't really need to, you can get pumping iron. Or you could get Bloodthirst, in which it won't actually do anything, because you need to kill multiple enemies with your gun and then melee. But if you end up acing it, if you kill like a guard with a melee attack, you can make a fast reload, though it's not practical. For minimum concealment, you need to grab the Gruber Kurtz. Put on any suppressor that has only put on any suppressor that only has -2 concealment. And then get the +3 concealment boost. The +3 concealment boost. And that will give you a total of 34 concealments. That not only will it give you a total of 34 concealment, but you'd get the 12 detection risk. If you really want to go even further, you'd have to get a concealment boost to get like the 10 concealment. Surprisingly, the kunai knife is actually kind of good in stealth because of the interruption. Now this interruption causes the enemy to vomit instead of get electrocuted. If you electrocute an enemy, they'll start shooting and that'll alert guards. But if you make them vomit, that'll make them stuck in place without them being able to shoot you. It's just that you have to get them closer to you. You have to be close. Your primary would be an ammo bag and your secondary would be a body bag case. Most of the time, I don't actually need the ammo bag. Surprisingly, most of the time I don't need the ammo bag because I either can buy an ammo bag from the ammo bag from the assets, or I have enough ammo to saw everything with, or I have enough ammo just to saw everything without any trouble. So if something like this is also, if this is also like this for you, then you could just remove the ammo skills and go for something else, like maybe ECMs or trip mines. Speaking of trip mines, high value target and trip mines go together. If you remember the If you remember the time when I talked about the duration of marked enemies, for the high value target, it increasing that effect also transfers to the detection from trip mines. Whenever a trip mine detects someone.
I mean, come on. People have already made online.
Because if you did get the drill skills, you could just grab more firepower. If you didn't, you might as well just get hardware expert basic and drill sergeant basic and get more firepower that way. Okay. You can do it like that. But if you want to use ECMs instead,
I can. But I mean, I can. It's just
you can get ECM Overdrive Ace and ECM Specialist Basic.
I mean, on single player mode,
Or the reverse.
on multiplayer mode,
It's just that you'd need 2 more points to get one of the others.
multiplayer I can't because I have to use this arrow.
If you do end up finding a place to sacrifice some points,
Wait, what?
like Shotgun Impact,
What?
you can ace both of them. Otherwise, it's fine. If you bring the saw build, it's not actually necessary to get Bullet Storm, because you could get Scavenger Basic, Portable Saw Ace, Extra Lead Ace, and Fully Loaded Basic. Because the thing is, you don't need that Bullet Storm Ace. You don't need the Bullet Storm Ace or Basic, because those ammo bags, by acing them, you should already have enough. Because first of all, you should already have enough, because if you follow this, you should already have enough ammo for your saw and deal enough damage to instantly open doors and stuff. And 2, even if you still have problems with ammo, just use an ammo bag. It restores all of the ammo that you have. So you don't need Bullet Storm. In fact, you don't even need Fully Loaded Basic at all. You could just get Extra Lead Ace. Heck, you could just make the ammo bag your secondary and do it that way. They could just have it just in case. Cause really, you'd only need 1 ammo bag.
Oh yeah, you're playing for Mario in this game.
Cause 1 ammo bag will fully restore your saw.
And you're at low HP. Go into the water, start drowning, you go back up, and all your HP is restored. I identified the ship. What happened?
If you think that getting Low Blow or Unseen Strike will help with the damage of your saw, that damage only affects enemies and not will only affect damage against enemies and not damage against deposit boxes or doors.
About 1 HP, come on. Okay, hold on. Yeah, how about you just do
With these extra points, you could get Berserker Ace and whatever you have here Ace, and get Frenzy, and then you wouldn't need the Molotov. And you still have 5 extra points.
I don't think that.
Do that maybe this. I don't know. Well, simply, you don't need to do that because whenever you're in a place, because most stealth heists in which doesn't really allow you to use Yakuza don't really have anything to saw. Don't bring the saw just to open the metal doors. Just lockpick the doors. It's way quieter. Whenever the times when you actually need to bring a saw is whenever you're trying to saw open deposit boxes. You want to transport train heists, then you gotta open those train doors up to find the ammo and turret parts. And all that. I'm gonna have to go AFK again. Give me one more second, and then I'm gonna have to close the stream. And then I'm gonna go close the stream.
Please don't die on me. Come on! Come on! I did die. Oh, it's okay. Just find me and touch me with your phone. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go inside. And at the ship. Just touch me. That's all you have to do. There we go. Now let's quickly get inside the ship. You want to go inside the ship? I think if you can go inside the ship, I'll go inside too. Yep. Okay. This one? This one. No? It worked. For me. It's this one. Hey, look, it's
Alright, I'm back, but I'm only here. But now I'm here to close the stream. Thanks for watching me talk about some stuff about the Goliath and how to make a stealth saw build.